Hello, this is my review on 2023 movie The Flash. I give this an 8 out of 10 for its ironic fun, goofy fun, a guilty pleasure in my book. It's good enough to give it an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed this movie enough to give it an 8 out of 10. This movie, The Flash. Mostly the reason why I like this movie is because of Michael Keaton's return of Batman. Who I'm just going to say is probably the best live action Batman ever because he's the most smartest one that I've seen on screen in action, you know? How, I wish Michael Keaton did not make his return in this movie, but an actual Batman movie I prefer. Wish Michael Keaton made Batman 3. I just wish he made a Batman 3 with Tim Burton instead of making this return as Batman. Because what I don't like about this movie is everything was the Flash and Ezra Miller, and Ezra Miller's Flash is kind of annoying. His take on this Flash, that's unless he's being directed by Zack Snyder I just don't like his Flash unless he's in the Snyder cut. I find his Flash obnoxious and I want to punch his Flash every time I see it on screen. Because his Flash is just not likable and funny. He's an annoying character. Um, and the Flash movie is a very goofy movie. So it's kind of is the fact that Mike Keaton made his return for this movie and not Batman Forever, which I personally think this is even a goofy movie, more goofy of a movie mess than Batman Forever was. Yet Michael Keaton had the common sense not to sign on for Batman Forever, but did not have the common sense to sign on to refuse to sign on for the Flash, which says Miller. Okay. I guess he really missed playing Batman, but didn't miss it so much. He probably didn't miss it as much in 1995 when Batman Forever was going to be made, and I found out he was going to be in Batman Forever, but then I came off the project because he hated Schumacher's vision. But I guess he likes this vision for Batman. Was what they did with the Flash. You know what? I think Keaton might have just wanted to have a reason to have an excuse to play Batman, is what I think. I think Keaton is feeling his age, and I think the reason why he signed on for this picture is because he was going through a midlife crisis, didn't look at the script, or nobody told him about the script, how bad the script was, this vision was, and that's why we got him in his final Batman performance since Batman Returns. Oh, I just wish he was in a better movie. Or at least made it to the end. You didn't have a kill him off movie and replace him with George Clooney's Batman, which by the way, I hear that was pushed by James Gunn. If that's true, what the fuck is your problem, James Gunn? Why do you hate Batman fans so much? If that's true that you pushed for George Clooney to be Batman at the end of the Flash movie, then fuck you, like a big fuck you for doing that. If you did that, James Gunn. You're a horrible person. Go to hell. That's why I give the Flash a 8 out of 10. And yes, this did include spoilers, but not all spoilers. It didn't spoil the entire movie. There's parts of the movie. That's my review on The Flash, why I give it 8 out of 10 as a guilty pleasure. It's not the best movie. It's just not a good movie. Like, I just wish Michael Keaton made his return in a superior Batman movie. A worthy Batman movie, you know? A good one, you know? I kind of wish Tim Burton made Batman 3 still. Directed, and I just wish he... I mean, from what I hear of his plans for Batman 3, it sounds like I would have liked the movie a lot. I mean, I hear these YouTubers talking about the Batman 3, like how Burton's plans have he got his way, he would have done Batman 3 instead of Schumacher. That's why I hear on YouTube, and when I watch other YouTubers talk about this stuff of the Batman 3 that never happened by Tim Burton. It's ironic, isn't it sad how we couldn't get Batman 3 with Tim Burton, directed by Tim Burton with Michael Keaton, but we could get Michael Keaton in the new Flash movie as return of his Batman, with his costume, and he was his costume, and the costume he wears in Batman. As Batman in this movie is kind of similar but more modern, slightly tweaked for his Batman costume that he wears in this movie. Michael Keaton in this movie was the fucking shit in this movie. He was the best part of this movie, okay? And the girl that plays Supergirl, she was okay, but I wish she had more dialogue to say. She's giving very few words to say, so I wish she had more dialogue, but what she gives, she's good. Okay? Makes a good emotional empathy, feeling empathy for these characters. By the end of the movie, all kind of worked. Although, except for for the side heroes, you know? I'm talking about for Supergirl and for Batman specifically. I liked by the end of the movie. And, while the Flash character was annoying, I did say, I thought both of Barry Allens of the Flash were annoying. There's two Barry Allens of them. One's from the past and one's from the main continuity of the movie that we fall into the movie throughout the movie structure. Is the other Barry Allen. Both get powers, blah blah blah. Become the Flash, and through shenanigans and through storytelling. They both get the powers, blah blah blah. End up with becoming the Flash in the end. So team up, try to save the world with Batman and Supergirl, and that just kind of assembling a team crap. And I'm not trying to spoil the entire movie. I'm just explaining what I liked about the movie, and what I'm talking about was in the contents of the movie, so you don't get too confused on these characters, because I found this movie confusing if I found this movie a very confused mess of a narrative. I mean, this movie was very confusing as it is, okay? And the CGI looked unfinished, like shit. But the directing angles that they shot the CGI were cool. How they shot the film was cool, even though the CGI looks like unfinished shit. But how the angles he shot the CGI, like, they look like comic book angles, like, we look at a good comic. Like how they shot the Flash when he's running. I like those shots. I just wish it was in a better movie and in a different movie about the Flash. Played by a different actor and a different script and different everything. And I don't think Ezra Miller, unless he's being directed by Zack Snyder, can play the Flash. Barry Allen's Flash, anyway. Because the only time when I liked Ezra Miller's Flash was in the Snyder cut of Justice League. That's the 4-hour run type. That's the 4-hour run movie. And, I did not like how they treated Ben Affleck's Batman in this movie, his appearance in this movie, and the lack of the appearance of the Justice League before the Flash resets everything for his selfish needs to save his dad from a lifetime of prison in the plot of the movie. Which Flashpoint, it's called. You know, like which Flashpoint he creates. Time paradox, basically. And that's what I didn't like about the movie a lot. About the movie I didn't like. I didn't like how this made Batman's costume from the comic look so lame. Like the color schemes from the comics look so lame. Like, you know how like Batman's costume is blue and is a bright blue and gray? Well, this movie for some reason tried to do the blue, but made the blue more faded faded blue and a bold dark gray. And it looks like, I don't know, it just looks strange. It doesn't look like the colors pop or stand out. They look all faded, the colors with the blue around the cowl and the mask. Around the Batman's costume, the blue around the Batman's costume looks faded, and so does the gray. Everything looks, it doesn't look right, and I didn't like the armor look that they were going for, because then they brought the comic book colors into this design. I didn't like the comic book colors mixed with the realistic look that they were trying to do for Ben Affleck's Batman, make his Batman more armor suit look like similar to Christopher Nolan's what he did with his Batman. And including the Bat Cycle. Look, I gotta admit, I like the Bat Cycle when Christopher Nolan directed The Dark Knight. I thought that was the best, like it was one of the best parts of that movie. The Dark Knight movie from 2008 and 2012. The sequel to The Dark Knight. I thought the Bat Cycle was one of the best tools that Batman had in that movie, the Dark Knight trilogy. And it looked cool. But for some reason, I don't like Ben Affleck's Batman Bat Cycle, even though it's probably more just as bulky, or maybe bulkier. But I don't know. Why? I just don't like Ben Affleck driving this Bat Cycle around. I don't like the fact that they're trying to run realism with the comic book colors into Ben Affleck's costume. It looks odd and it doesn't look right. It's the same, but then again, they tried to do that with so many, they even tried to do that with, but then again, they tried to do that with Ezra Miller's Flash, was this upgraded costume. and trying to convince us that this is a better Flash costume than the one we're used to seeing worn by Ezra Miller. No, I don't think so. It's more red. There's a lot more red in this costume than the one we're used to wearing from Ezra Miller. Flash costume from the past times we see him as a Flash. We see him, so, I just thought this movie was kind of dumb a lot of times, you know? And I thought it was kind of dumb how Flash needs to lose his powers if he gets hungry and low on calories. He starts to lose his powers. I thought that was kind of done to create that problem, because that never comes later in the film to ever. You think that's going to go somewhere, like later in the film, which one of the Flash, again, the Flash has, one of them is going to experience that, and they're going to lose their powers, right? And they're going to become. You think that's something that is going to build to something. Flash having a weak point. It does not, at all. Just one scene in the movie, at all. In the entire runtime, we only see that once in the movie where Flash gets vulnerable and weakened from lack of calories, because he has to have a certain amount of calories, because he runs and burns to an amount of calories because of the super speed. So he has a certain amount of calories to keep his strength, literally, and then we find out, then the movie forgets about that crap. I don't know what it is doing. Why is it creating more problems than what it needs? Why did the film just shoot itself in the foot? It's like handing this is stupid. The movie. This movie is like, the script to this movie is like handing an infant a rifle. It's just asking for trouble. For everybody. So, that's my review on 2023's flick, The Flash, with Ezra Miller as The Flash, playing two Barry Allens, past and present, in this movie. That we follow both Barry Allens. If you haven't seen this movie, don't worry, I haven't spoiled too much. But I have spoiled some, okay? Now, I think I spoiled enough to I think I've spoiled enough for you in this video. And so, I'm going to end this video. That's why I give The Flash an 8 out of 10. Okay, my audience, I hope you liked this video. I appreciate you watching, staying tuned in this video, and hit the subscribe button, and hit the thumbs up. I approve this movie. And hit this, click under the comments section to let me know what you thought of this review of my video. If you enjoyed it or what. I don't know. Or if you enjoyed this movie, let me know even. Or if you hated the movie, let me know. Tell me, and also, but if you want, so, just let me know one of those things. Yeah, so comment below and let me know what you thought of this review of mine, or the movie, what you thought of the movie. Okay. Goodbye and subscribe. I'm Jake Allen Graham. I hope you enjoyed this review of The Flash.